1999, as part of the Association for Global New Thought, an organization of which I'm the vice president and Dr. Michael Beckwith the president, we gathered together leaders and thinkers from all over the world to spend 7 days together, 5 of which were devoted to time with His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Dharamsala, India, to explore together what are the issues of the world and how do people who are centers of influence help to bring about positive change. And then on 2 other occasions, we created similar synthesis dialogues with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, meeting in Trent, Italy in 2002, and then in Rome, Italy in 2004. The beads that you often see me wear on Sunday morning are Tibetan malas, or prayer beads, that I got while I was in Dharamsala in 1999. They're very significant to me in that they remind me not only of prayer and meditation, but of all of the things that I saw and experienced in what for me was the very first time out of the United States was my trip to India to be with His Holiness. The kata that I wear, this is not just a white scarf that doesn't really match a bright blue outfit. It is called a kata, and it is a prayer scarf or a meditation scarf. I have a few of these that His Holiness gave to those of us who were at these gatherings. So as I speak about him today, I speak from a place of great, I feel great privilege, great honor to have had some time to be with him in a relatively small gathering. In fact, in our last synthesis dialogue, we had a luncheon with him, and it was a very private, small luncheon. It was His Holiness, myself, and about 9 other people. And I was sitting right next to him, and I can remember for one of the few times in my life not knowing what to say. You know, do you say, pass the salt to His Holiness? Do you need salt? Do you say, how is your meal? You know, how is the weather? You know, when you're with somebody that is of that renown and of that consciousness and of that influence, all sorts of superficial conversations just evaporate. And actually, most of us that were in that small gathering just enjoyed the time of being in His presence and getting a sense, a closer, more intimate sense of the man that has really done tremendous work in the world. And I want to touch upon that work and how it can impact us. There are 3 main commitments that His Holiness has. There is a commitment he has first and foremost to the promotion of human values. Values such as compassion and forgiveness and equity and tolerance. And in fact, wherever he goes around the world, he will always speak of these basic human values. He calls them secular ethics. And he says that while people may or may not have any religious persuasion, there's no question that these basic human values or secular ethics are something that we all need and we all desire. He will frequently say that we're all the same. We really are. When we peel back the visual differences and the social differences and so forth, and we get to some of the core matters of what it is to be a human being, he's right. We are all the same. He says we all, no matter who we are, where we live, what we've been through, what we hope for, what we dream for, we all essentially want to be happy. We want to be happy. And he says we all essentially want to avoid suffering. We don't want to be in pain emotionally or physically or mentally. And this is something we share with every other human being on the planet. And so wherever he goes, he's a spokesperson for these very basic human values. His second commitment is for the promotion of religious harmony and tolerance. He is, technically Buddhism is not considered a religion, but his practice is Buddhism. Wherever he goes, he stands for religious harmony. Does that not sound like what we're about in unity, our very name unity? The very fact that we say one God, many paths, one God called by many different names and found through many, many different paths. So much of the strife in the world has at its heart religious differences, and he stands for transcending those differences. He's made this comment, and I like this a lot. All major world religions have the same potential to create good human beings. I like the simplicity of that. And I know that it is true that all the world's religions have the potential to create good human beings, and that's what it's about. And thirdly is his commitment to the Tibetan issue.